The University of Ibadan, founded in 1948, is the oldest university in Nigeria. The university hosts the Sustainable Integrated Pond-Based Aquaculture with Rice and Poultry Production Economic, Social and Environmental Assessment Project, also referred to as Siarp Esea. This project, funded by the Multi-Donor Trust Fund and supported by the European Union and the Canadian International Development Agency, is managed by the Dakar-based West and Central African Council for Agricultural Research and Development, (WECARD). The Department of Aquaculture of the University of Ibadan coordinates the implementation of this flagship project. After nearly 5 years of implementation, all performance indicators show a positive trend.
This method has been highly successful. 2012, we started this adaptive research. We have finished that adaptive research within the first 6 months of the project. But the adaptive research plot has not died. It has been self-sustaining. This board you are seeing, this is the third time we are selling this one off. You can see that we have few left. They are 96. We are selling them off. By the time we finish selling the remaining one, we will bring a new batch from the money we have realized from it. We are not taking the money from anywhere. It's just the money that was used for adaptive research that we have continued to recycle. And the rice, we have produced rice more than 10 times. And the same thing with the fish. So if it is not self-sustaining, you won't find it here. And that is why a lot of farmers are interested in it, because it is self-sustaining. They are making their money back. It is very simple, and it's something that anybody can do.
The project team has notched up a string of successes. These achievements have elicited much interest among researchers at the University of Ibadan and prompted the government to shell out significant resources to build new premises at the aquaculture department. The department now hosts hundreds of students interested in the aquaculture sector, which offers huge business opportunities for producers and the graduates from the institution.
This adaptive research has trained more than 5,000 people at different levels. We have students that are coming from several universities in the country. And at a point in time, we have the students from the Republic that have come here. And then we also have young school leaver who just between the time they get admission, their parents have brought them here for training. And then we also have about 76 entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs that were brought for training here for 1 whole month by WAP, fully sponsored by WAP. They have all learned on this integrated fish farming project. And our own students in the Department of Aquaculture and Fisheries Management at different levels.
The project management team has devised a special mechanism to popularize the Siarp Esea project's technologies and major innovations nationwide. At the core of this mechanism, which brings together several universities and technical colleges, lies the breeding of catfish, a highly valued species in Nigeria and in several West and Central African countries.
There is a natural disaster if you are solely into crop production. If there is natural disaster, there is a total loss. But if you diversify your farming activities, you will, one, avert risk, you increase your income, and if you increase your income, you also increase your nutrition and your welfare, and that is for the farmers. And this project of integrated fish farming is targeted at poverty eradication and as well as sustainable development of the farmers.
Each partner institution of the project is equipped with special basins built for aquaculture and poultry farming. Educational courses are a combination of theory and hands-on practicum training to facilitate learning. This newfound teaching method stands in sharp contrast to traditional methods. Many students say that the Siarp Esea project has equipped them with the tools to start their own fish farming businesses after completion of their training.
As a students, there are a lot of practicals that has been carried out, and we have the things that we do every day, day-to-day activities on the farm, like the breeding, the processing, the integrated farming. We have everything there. And what convinced me most is that the processing units. By doing so, I can see that I notice that people from Monday to Friday, anyone that will process will finish, even if it is 500 kg, people will buy. And they are impressed with the value-added products. That's why I choose this, and I have it in mind that this course, after my ND program, I want to be a processor of fisheries.
This school, they are practically oriented in terms of fishery, agriculture and all that. So I said, okay, so I want to come down to this place to gather more knowledge pattern, because I love it. It's something that when you are doing is a practical work. So when you are getting it, you know that you are getting it, and when you are losing it, you know that you are losing it as well. So that's one of the passion. I love aquaculture. Is a passion.
We need more farmers because people are running away from dirty jobs, and then this thing needs to be produced. So I just choose to be one of the farmers that will produce food for the nation and produce employment for people. There are many youths now that finish school but they are unemployed. They're just roaming about. But I don't want to be like them. So after school, I'll set up something, employ people, and I'll be independent.
In addition to the universities and technical colleges, the Siarp Esea project has fully involved local producers in the popularization of the technologies it has launched. Although some were already practicing catfish farming, until then, most of them were unaware that they could increase their yields and their incomes by combining this activity with poultry farming or pig breeding. When I started growing the local varieties, I could hardly sell 100,000 naira in a year. But when I started this one, the combined sale of poultry, fish, vegetables and rice enabled me to make over 2 million naira in a year. Apart from local producers, other individual initiatives upheld by some local officials do contribute to the mass dissemination of technologies introduced by the project. This local official has provided some fixtures at the backyard of his posh house in a bid to start his own fish farm.
So with the land I have at the back of my house, so instead of getting somebody else to be weeding it every day, so I signed out, what can I do? At least to keep me busy, to earn me small things, and to help the people in the community. So that is the reason why I said I should go into farming. I want to go into real farming, but I want to use this one as a stepping stone to experiment it, to know how far I can go. So whether it's profitable or not, whether I should venture into it or not. So, but to God be the glory today, with little things I'm having here, at least I have about 5 workers, paying them at the end of the month. So when I come home, I can easily pick a fowl, slaughter, eat. So I'm okay.
As a result of this resounding success, an increasing number of people are requesting the replication of this project all over Nigeria to such an extent that the University of Ibadan can hardly meet the demand. The challenge remains how to meet the skyrocketing demand with limited resources. But according to officials of the aquaculture department, such a popular project will definitely contribute to reduce youth unemployment and to alleviate poverty in Nigeria.
It's been a very useful program. People have, in places where we have had it instituted, people have been seeing the benefit and the impact. We have had testimonies from people who are locked into the program. What they say about it, that it has improved their knowledge of food production. It has improved their knowledge of knowing how to collaborate and build networks with one another. And then it has also improved them economically, improved their pockets, and also improved their livelihood.
From Cameroon to Sierra Leone and from Nigeria to the Democratic Republic of Congo, the project has enabled to develop biotechnologies and to enhance the environmental friendliness of production systems for certain fish species. It has also improved the natural productivity of the food web, the integration of the locally grown byproducts in fish feed production, the improvement of catfish and tilapia seed production technology. To date, the Siarp Esea project has facilitated the production and distribution of 25,000 seeds of African catfish and Nile tilapia to the fish farmers of Nigeria. 18 demonstration plots have been set up in communities across the country to enable farmers to get to know the fish breeding technologies. Besides, gender mainstreaming played a central role in the project. The project also enabled to build the capacities of 320 fish farmers to conduct 9 surveys, to train 2,000 young people and 12 PhD students, including 40% of women, in addition to other 200 beneficiaries trained. Over 50% of the project beneficiaries are using the technologies and innovations launched.
I see this project as the future of fish farming in Nigeria because of a lot of reasons. I say that one of the major reasons is that this integrated project, that a small size of land, it has efficient utilization of a small piece of land. Everything is there, poultry, fishery, fish, rice, all of them integrated in one place. So it's maximum and efficient utilization of available the resource. Then it has other advantages over just doing fisheries alone. Like in this one, the farmer has a diversified sources of revenue. If you are doing only fisheries, maybe pond culture, you notice that when you stock your fish, then you'll just be pouring money, putting money, feeding first month, second month, third month, maybe fourth month. And within this fourth month, you are not getting any revenue. But when you now integrate it with poultry, with rice, with maybe like we are doing a vegetable, while you are feeding your fish, you are getting money from the eggs, and you can use it for the family. You are getting money from the vegetable. You are getting money from all other sources. And eventually, the spent layers, you also sell them. You have diversified sources, and which will make your life more sustainable.
In terms of training, 4 schools were selected for the project intervention in Nigeria. In all these schools and higher education institutions, the installation of facilities such as production ponds is ongoing. In some institutions, the completion rate reached 80%. 5 modern smoking kilns have been built or are being constructed for fish processors.
Coming from your house, without white-collar job, coming from your house, you can be here for 6 hours. Within 30, 40 minutes, the birds will be laying, you'll be picking. It makes you busy. And early in the morning, you come and feed your fish. From there, you go to the vegetable, cut the one you want to cut, replant, and weed. Are you getting me? All those things are what our students gain from the integrated farm, and which is helpful. Some people have been practicing it at the back of their house. Even the staffs, they have gained this. Personally, I don't even think of this. I only thought of fish production. But when this came, and I became the coordinator, with my interaction with the birds, the fish, and the vegetable, with the experience of we share together, that is, we are brainstorming to make this place develop, I gain a lot, and I'm still standing on my feet that I must do this before I get out of this job, so that it will make me busy.
The project has elicited unprecedented mass public support in Nigeria. The project's development prospects are so bright that the coordinating team has signed a memorandum of understanding with WAP Nigeria for the spawning of fingerlings and the dissemination of agriculture integrated fish farming technology in 12 states of the country. Another MOU was signed with Grand Cereal Nigeria Limited, a private fish feed manufacturing company, to advance the development of fish feed and research. Local authorities say that this project is a very effective tool for the professional integration of young graduates.